Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Storm Toad Trooper from the Bucky O'Hare line from Boss Fight Studios. So this is kind of your generic, foot soldier, stormtrooper, cannon fodder type character for the Toad Armada. But the packaging is great here, really nice artwork on the side, and then you get some comic strip artwork over here on this side. Turning it around to the back, again, same comic strip artwork, and then you get a cross-sell of the other figures available. Now, they say that this is technically number 7, but you can see only 6 figures here on the back. 2 of them are repaints, so I didn't bother with those. I do have a Deadeye on the way, so I'm very excited for that. I'm not really sure who I think maybe Bruiser the Berserkian Baboon, but he kind of came in a lot different packaging because he's so big. Haven't decided if I'm going to pick him up yet or not. He's very large, and I would say probably at least 1.5 times the price, maybe even double the price of a normal figure because he's so big. I don't know, we'll see. But in any case, this guy looks great. Very excited to check him out. I'm going to get him out of the packaging here, and then we will take a closer look. So here is the Storm Toad Trooper. He looks absolutely fantastic. They did a really great job with this guy. He's got the gun, which I remember very much from the 90s. This gun definitely stands out to me, and I think they nailed recreating it here. Really, really well done. You can see it fits in his hand, and he does have his trigger finger, which fits right in that spot. He's got this little piece right here that you can actually swivel around, so if you think it looks a little bit better over here, you can swivel it around like this. You can also take it off completely. So you just unpeg that like this, and it comes with a second piece that you can peg on here, and it kind of act as like a bayonet, which I think is actually really, really cool. I think that's a really neat feature. He's also got this little handgun, as you can see. Fits very nicely into his hand. I love the face. I love the helmet, the kind of translucent pink tint to the goggles. So well done. All the paint applications look really sharp. I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I'll just take this hand right out. The hands actually come out really easily, which is nice. And he does come with some alternate hands, so you can see he's got like a pointing hand. He's got these like open hands. He's got another open hand over here. He also comes with an alternate head. So it's kind of a slightly different grimace. Either way, he's grimacing. And you can take this helmet off, and he comes with like a normal hat, for when he wants to take shore leave. There you go, pegs right in like that. It covers his eyes mostly, but I still think it's cool. Honestly, I think the reason they give you these extra, pieces is if you want to army build these guys, it gives you some options. So if you want them all to just look identical, you can use the same goggle headpiece. If you want some of them to have the hat, some of them to have the goggles, or just switch the faces. So some of them have this head, some of them have this head. And it's just a ball joint. You just pop it off, pop the other one back on. So this is just completely on a ball joint. It's kind of a barbell where there's one at the base of the neck and one at the base of the skull. So you have full movement down there as well as full movement up here. You have what I believe is a ball joint in the shoulder. It's kind of hard to tell because of all the bulky like shoulder pad material that he has, but I'm pretty sure that's not a hinge and swivel. I think it's a ball joint. He definitely has a hinge and swivel in the elbow though, and you might think it's here, but it's actually down here. It's below the second set of green, I don't know what you'd call that, tubing, I don't know. So there's a hinge and a swivel there, and then you can of course move the hands around because we showed how easily they are to pop out. You have a swivel here in the waist. You have what I believe again is a ball joint in the hip, but it's hard to see. Let's see if we can get this. Yeah, so you have a kind of movement there as well as, I think it's a ball joint. You definitely have a hinge and a rotation in the knee, which is right here. So you can move that around and then bend. And then you have a hinge in the ankle and then some side to side as well. So really nice articulation. Overall, I really like the look of the figure. I love the helmet, so I'm definitely going to be sticking with that. Let's see if I can get this to peg back on here. It's a little tight sometimes. It fits on nice. It's just finding and lining up the peg because it's a big rectangle peg. You can see the slit there on the top of his head. Kind of makes him look like a coin bank, but we'll go ahead and get this back on here. Once it snaps on, you can hear it snap right in, and it's not going anywhere, so it's definitely firm. It's just lining it up. The other thing that I think is really cool, if we take the little gun, you can see how it has a hole through there. You can peg it onto any of these pegs, which I think is really cool. You could even peg him If you want him to just use the bayonet piece as just a melee weapon, you could peg that on as well. And then he could just hold it. So if we bring that hand piece back in, he can just hold that as a melee weapon. So I think it's cool. You have a lot of options, and I think it looks really, really good. I'm going to peg this back on here. And then I'm going to give this hand back. So it's kind of a little weird just the way he holds the gun, because it's hard to kind of keep this pegged in. But you can definitely do it. You might just have to kind of turn this a little bit in his hand. And I feel like he doesn't, like the way you would hold a gun with the elbow, it's a little awkward. But, you know, you can get it done. And it looks cool. I like it a lot. I really think they did a great job with this guy. Definite army building material, because you have so many customizable options with all of these pieces. Let me angle this down so you can actually see everything. So, I mean, you have the two different head sculpts. You have the hat versus the helmet. You have the different hands. You have the bayonet piece. And I love how everything can kind of clip onto these studs he's got going all around. So it's just a great figure. It's a ton of fun. I think it's great. I've been really enjoying this Bucky O'Hare line. And I'll definitely be picking up more of these guys. So let me know what you guys think about the Storm Toad Trooper in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.